me to go with him, and I went and I sat in the room with him, and he was from Nigeria. He goes on different missions to South America. He goes into the jungle. And, of course, he goes and he shows love, compassion, and he's preaching the word of God. To him, that's his heart and his responsibility as a human being. That's what he's supposed to do. Beautiful thing. He could not speak English for very specific reasons. It didn't register to me at first, but he could speak differently, and he could speak with his eyes. Don't understand what I just said, that his presence with me was true and sincere. He wasn't there for a job. He wasn't there out of inconvenience. It's because to him, God called him to me. And again, at this time, I didn't believe in nothing. At this time, I hated God. At this time, I hated anything that had to do with anybody that had anything to do with creating me, because I was so angry. I was so angry at the evil on this planet. I was so angry at the capabilities that man has to do to one another. I was so angry that he gave me those capabilities. Why couldn't he have just made me softer? Why couldn't he just made me a little bit more timid? It's crazy what you go through in your head when you're in the darkest stages, when you're in those stages of desperation, and you the evaluation you go through in your life. And I would go in, and he would meet me. If I needed him 4 times a day, he would show up with the big smile on his face and a fresh cup of coffee every time he showed up. We'd go in this room, and he would just sit there with his coffee, cross his legs, and I would just start talking. This gentleman, he did something that nobody ever has since I was born, and he listened to me without judgment. This was me at my most vulnerable time in this physical existence that I probably ever had. It got to the point to where I'd be waiting for him at the top of the stairs for him to show up. Showed up with a big smile, gave me a hug, and he meant it. He was happy to see me, he meant it. He sat with me, he was sincere. And when he said goodbye, he was sad to leave. But that entire population of people that is going to, which is going to be the majority, that is going to prejudge him, will never have the experience of knowing the true blessings that man will have to offer. Because they don't listen. They just judged. They just judged.